Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. The Sims 4 Desert Luxe kit is out and I decided to build a modern mansion using the kit. I built this house in Oasis Springs. I felt like it's the obvious choice for a desert mansion. Strangerville would also be cool, but I love Oasis Springs and this 50 by 50 lot is just perfect for a big mansion. I started to work on the back of the house first because the new kit has a focus on gardens, patios, decorating the outside, so I wanted to do that first. And here I'm laying out the shape. I knew that I would like to incorporate a round shape, and I was just trying to figure out a nice shape, and I wanted to use all the objects of the new kit, and I did exactly this. Here you can see how I'm using the new table from the kit. It's basically the pristine pedestal 2.0. I love this so much. So I finally have another cube which I can use to create some round shapes. It has a slightly different shape and of course new swatches. So I'm just obsessed. I love this object so much. And I've also used the awning, as you can see here. I can't wait to create another living build using the awning and all kinds of different objects, because a lot of these objects are going to work perfectly in Sulani, and I think I'm going to do that soon. And I've decided to use columns from the Werewolves pack because it has a nice wooden color and the floor and the wallpaper is from the Desert Luxe kit. And I'm just so excited to show you this build, and I'm just so excited to hear from you in the comments because this kit is free for everyone who already owns the base game. It's a nice little gift from the Sims team and I'm just so excited about this. I'm really in love with some kits, just as the Courtyard Oasis kit, for example, such a great kit, but I know that not everyone enjoys these and not everyone gets them, so I'm a bit hyped, and then not everyone is hyped, which I understand, but I feel like here this time around we are all hyped because everyone can just grab this for free, and I feel like the objects look just amazing. I feel like most people really enjoy this kit so far. Also, I want to say, if you have an issue redeeming the kit on Xbox or PlayStation or in general, they are apparently working on a fix. And you can contact them if you can't redeem the kit. It's like a technical issue. You are supposed to redeem it. You are allowed to redeem it and you will get it for free. It's just some technical difficulties at this point, which of course is annoying. I get that, but they're working on this, so don't worry. You will get your free kit. Maybe just contact the support. I'm not sure, but yeah, they are aware of the issue. So if you are like wondering why you can't get it, you are supposed to get it and you will get it. Everything will be fine, and at some point hopefully everyone can just enjoy the kit, because I understand that this is frustrating because when something new is out you just want to enjoy it. At this point I wanted to change the color of the Pristine Pedestal 2.0 a bit, but I then decided against it. I was like very close to changing some areas to a nice white swatch, but then it would look too modern and not like a nice desert build, so I was holding myself back. I simply decided to use a white swatch for the furniture because this way I just had a nice contrast, and I mean, I love all the swatches. I especially love the curtains. I've talked about this in my overview of the kit. The curtains are really amazing, and I'm generally so pleased with this kit. And I love this type of architecture. I've created so many desert mansions in the past, so I just had a blast building this. And whenever I'm using these angled windows, the new ones, I can't help but think of an airport, like an airport tower. As soon as you place them like this around a tower, a small room, it just screams airport to me. This is why I wanted to change this at first, but I thought, okay, it's still looking cool and I wanted to try something new, and I totally wanted to use the new windows. This kind of posed the biggest challenge for me. I wanted to have lots of round shapes and I really enjoyed using all the new objects, but in my head I just had no idea how to incorporate these angled windows into this. You can use them in the most amazing way when you make a room, like the room at the top, one tile bigger, here, so it's kind of like an overhang. When you then place a window at the top and the bottom, it's kind of aligning and you have one big angled window, which looks so awesome. And I'm totally going to do that for some modern mansions, but here I just had no idea how to incorporate this into this type of architecture and into this build. So I think I was kind of facing a bit of builder's block, and then I thought, okay, I'm just overcomplicating this. I'm just going to build something and I'm just going to enjoy myself. And then yeah, this build came along. I've used the fireplace in different areas because I felt like it's kind of the star of the kit, kind of. It looks amazing and it's like such a amazing object. So I've built at least 2 fireplaces on the outside, multiple on the inside, so it's like really cozy and beautiful. I've placed some debug plants on top of the awning. The plants are from Outdoor Retreat, but you will find lots of different options if you want to do this, even in the base game. So it's really nice to decorate this. I've then used these vines from Cottage Living. I wanted this to look a bit overgrown and as if the vines on the wall are kind of connected to the ones on the awning. So I just wanted this to look very, very natural and overgrown and beautiful. And I then started to work on the garden a bit more. I love how the pool shape turned out. Usually if I would do this, I would have a floating floor piece to have a nice round shape, but here I just connected the pool to the foundation and it's also looking quite nice. I then started to work on the floor plan a bit. So the room in the center has a really high platform because I had raised the platform on the outside. So I just decided to have one room with a very high platform and then I've just used some stairs to connect it. I then started to landscape more. I've used debug trees from the wedding pack and also different palm trees, different plants. I just wanted this to look very tropical and colorful, like a desert oasis, I guess. This is why I've incorporated so many plants. I've then used debug rocks just to have a nice flower bed. At first I wanted to use the cubes, the pressing pedestal 2.0, to have a nice flower bed, but then I thought, okay, it's not looking random enough because I wanted the rest of the landscaping to be a bit more natural. So I figured some debug rocks and some random plants would make it look a bit more natural and fun. So I started to place different plants, like this one from Island Living, for example. So it really looks like a nice oasis, really happy. I just love this contrast when you have this very warm toned sand of Oasis Springs and then you have the nice contrast of all the lush green trees and plants and some colorful flowers. I think it's just so beautiful. I love this so much. I've then placed some of the windows that I've talked about earlier at the front because I felt like they make sense over there and I totally wanted to use them. Like I wanted to use all the objects from the new kit in this build. I then also used some Island Living glass floors so some light would come in the front. This is kind of just the entrance area and I'm going to turn this into a small living room. Also, I don't know if you've heard it, but there are some rumors going around that The Sims 5 will be announced next month. So the base game of The Sims 4 is going free on October 18, and on the same day there's some type of Sims Summit, some big streams that sounds really big and official, and it's going to happen on the same day the base game goes free. And then there was an article where someone, I don't know, some expert, someone in the gaming business, some journalist, I have no idea, he said that The Sims 5 will be announced, but it's not confirmed, so it's not official, it's more of a rumor, and I'm just so excited to see if it's really going to happen. So I think a couple of months ago they said that there will be lots of more years to come for The Sims 4. So I guess if there should be some announcement, I think it will only be some acknowledgement of The Sims 5 being in development. So I don't think that we will see anything of the game, any gameplay. I don't think that we will get a release date or anything. I think if something happens, it's just going to be an acknowledgement of The Sims 5 being in development. I personally think that we still have to wait like maybe 2 or 3 years or anything. I don't think that it's around the corner, but maybe they just want to announce that it's coming, that it's in development, which I think is fine. I know a lot of people have a lot of feelings about this. Some people think it's time for The Sims 5. Some people think no, The Sims 4 can't be done yet and they have to fix some stuff and all of that. I personally think that nothing is going to happen really. Like, I'm just personally thinking that it's just going to be like, yeah, it's in development, it's coming at some point, but I think we can all calm down and enjoy The Sims 4 still. But I think it's interesting that like something is happening, and the Sims Summit or whatever also sounds quite interesting, and I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen. Personally, I'm always ready for a new game. Like, whenever a Sims game came out, I just moved to the next one, and I then just kind of missed the old one, but I was always ready to just move to the next game generation. But of course, we have no idea what The Sims 5 might look like, what's going to happen. And at this point, the development of the game itself was kind of a rumor in general, but there were some job listings where they were hiring people, and it just really looks like as if The Sims 5 has been in development for maybe 1 or 2 years or something. So I totally think it's coming. I just hope that it will still be a single player game, because they have hinted towards a multiplayer component. If it's just optional, if we can just hang out in The Sims 5 and build together, I'm totally down, but I just still want to have a nice single player component. I just want to build my houses and enjoy gameplay and just want to chill and just enjoy a nice single player experience as well. But yeah, I mean, we don't know anything yet. It's just rumors, and I'm just so excited to see what's going to happen. Let me know what you think. Do you think there will be some type of announcement at all? Do you think it's just one big rumor and nothing is going to happen? And are you excited for The Sims 5, or are you like, no, I'm just going to keep playing Sims 4 and I'm good? Let me know what you think. And yeah, here I'm still furnishing. So I wanted the interior to look like a proper modern desert mansion, and I wanted to low-key incorporate some industrial elements. This is why the kitchen is rather dark, and I've also started to not place 100 tiny saucer lights in a house on the interior right after I have finished the floor plan. This is what I usually do, but I have stopped doing that because a couple of builds ago I just realized how powerful the light on the interior is as well, when you like strategically place a lamp, when you change the light color, when you dim a light a bit. So now I just want to make sure that I'm placing the lamps in the correct position, and I wanted the interior to be a bit gloomy, like at least the kitchen. I wanted to have this dark industrial vibe, and I wanted this to be very gloomy and dark, but I just wanted to have this type of atmospheric lighting where it's like really moody, and this is what I was going for. But I had a really hard time, to be honest. Like, I had no idea what to do, but I just did my best. And I then also like turned the entrance area into a small living room, and I like the floor plan is a bit spectacular, and I decided to use one area, as you will see, to just have a TV on the wall and a couple of sofas. So there's like a official living room where you could entertain guests, and then just a small corner for watching TV and stuff. And I've also placed like a table in the center to have a office, as you will see. So I really wanted to have a very open floor plan, and I've used these cubes everywhere. They are just so awesome because you can just place them right next to each other and they just look so amazing. I'm just so obsessed. Like, this is the most simple object ever, just a cube, but just as the pristine pedestal. I just love this. Like, I'm just so obsessed. I wish we had more simple geometric shapes in the game, because you could create all kinds of different things, just as in Planet Coaster, for example, where you have all these geometric shapes. You can just turn this into anything. The cube already gives us so many options, so I just love this. Like, I love a simple, good object that just allows you to do anything. Especially in combination with the tool mod, you really have the same possibilities that you have in a game as Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo, for example. This up here is the master bedroom. I was really struggling to place the curtains because these curtains give us a brand new freedom kind of, and I just had to figure out how to really use this freedom first and how to like place them, because you can fully customize these in widths. I've talked about this in my last video. So we have like your curtain rod which is matching, and you can just make them as wide as you want to. You can really create custom curtains, and this alone makes the pack so amazing in my opinion. Even if you don't like the style of the pack, if this is like not your vibe, these curtains alone are just wonderful. I mean, I love the whole kit, but I'm just saying the curtains are really worth taking a look at. Like, even if you think, yeah, it's not my style, I don't like this, please take a look at the curtains. You might enjoy it, because this is kind of a big change. We never had a option like this. They never gave us a curtain and the matching curtain rod and all of that. It's just, you can really create some seamless, amazing, wonderful curtains. At first, I did not include a bathroom up there, but then I remembered that it would make sense to have a nice bathroom right next to the master bedroom. So I incorporated a bathroom, and then we have this round section which is like on the left side of the build when you look at the house from the back, and I just decided to also turn this into a big bedroom. The whole floor plan is a bit weird. This is not really a typical family home, but I just decided to build 2 big master bedrooms, and I just used a quarter of the circle to build a nice bathroom. Floor plans and round shapes are always a bit difficult, but just used a whole quarter as you can see here. I then used this corner to have a nice walk-in closet situation. I've used lots of objects from Dream Home Decorator, and yeah, it's always fun to furnish a round room. Difficult but fun. And yeah, you have like 2 big master bedrooms. This could be a nice vacation home technically, because of the whole layout, because of the whole vibe. You could place this in Sulani maybe. There's a 50 by 50 lot in Sulani, which is not a waterfront lot, so you could just place it on the 50 by 50 lot. I just thought of this. So you could totally turn this into a rental lot. We can turn any build into a rental lot, and I feel like this build would be perfect for this. Yeah, and I wanted to incorporate a bit of color, so some typical colors for a build like this, like some yellows and oranges, so it's a bit bright and happy. And I then just finished the garden. I had no idea what to do with the garden, so I just wanted to have a fire pit in the corner, and I used the terrain paint to have a faded out lawn, because I figured we have plants in this area which would be watered, but then in the center you can see that there is no lawn and it's like a bit dry. So yeah, this is what I thought of, and I then used these base game debug objects, which is like a stepping stone to make it beautiful. And yeah, this video is slowly coming to an end. I've added lots of screenshots so you can take a closer look at this build. This mansion is available in the gallery. It is CC free and unmodded, and my gallery ID is KateEmerald. You will also find all the information in the description box, and you can also grab the tray files from my Patreon. And speaking of which, it's time to thank my wonderful Emerald Patreons. A big thank you to Mehmet Ali Baris Khan, Asia, Charlotte, Emma Barnes, Lady Sims, Katie Y, Laplace, Lisa Martin, Leah Cross, Saturated Spark, Shannon McClam, Stephen, and Helena Lynn. Thank you so much for your huge support. A big thank you to all my other Patreons and YouTube members. And of course, a big thank you to anyone who's watching. I love you all so much. Thank you for your support. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope your Sims might enjoy this build. If you have any questions or any requests or anything, just leave a comment down below and I will get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.